Good evening, and welcome to the December 10th Planning and Zoning Commission meeting. May I have a roll call, please?
Jeff here.
Lynn here.
Michael here.
Eric here.
Daryl here.
Is Amanda on Zoom?
She's not.
She's not.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay. Need a approval of the regular agenda for tonight. Does anybody?
I'll make to approve the agenda as presented
I'll second it. Daryl.
for December 10th.
Motion by Jeff, second by Daryl, all in favor.
Aye. Aye.
Approval of the minutes of December 2nd. Anybody have anything they'd like to say? May I have a motion, please?
I make a motion to approve the minutes of December 2nd.
May I have a second?
I'll second it.
Motion by Michael, second by Daryl, all in favor.
Aye.
Does anybody have a declaration conflict of interest?
No.
No,
No.
no. Public comment will open. There is nobody in the audience. Is there anyone on Zoom?
There are no raised hands on Zoom.
Okay, so we'll close public comment. Special presentations, we have none. Design review and land use public hearing, Malloy Park exemption, track A, Eagle County School District subdivision. Preliminary plat request for continuance.
Are you taking this?
Yeah, I can take this. Thank you, Madam Chair. Scott Hunn with the Planning Department. We were scheduled to start the public review process for Eagle County School District preliminary plat for subdivision for the Malloy Park Tract A. However, we do have a request from the applicant requesting a tabling or a continuance to a date certain, and that date is January 14th. And that is why we're here tonight. So I do thank you for coming in just to complete that primary business. Happy to answer any questions. Also, Tom Braun, the school district's representative, is online and can answer questions as well.
Tom, would you like to say anything?
No, I've got no formal presentation prepared. In talking to Scott Friday afternoon, we received a comment letter, and based on the nature of that letter, we both mutually agreed that would make most sense to give some time to respond to that letter before we took your time to consider the application.
And Scott, you said table to January 14th?
To 2026. Yeah.
Okay.
Daryl, do you want to start? Do you have some questions?
No, I don't. That's what my question just got answered.
Okay. Eric?
No.
Michael?
I have one question, Tom. We read the agreement at our last meeting, and I don't know if now's the time, but I'll ask.
This one's probably
Now's probably not the time?
no.
Okay,
We're just considering a continuance.
no questions, Tom.
Okay, that's an easy one.
I have no questions. Yeah. We have no questions. So do you need to vote for the continuance?
You'll need to make a motion to continue to January 14th, please. We're continuing the public hearing, and so it's as if the public hearing never stops. So because no application materials have been heard tonight, the public comment portion will be heard at the next meeting when application materials are heard.
So may I have a motion for the continuance?
I'll make a motion to continue Malloy Park exemption tract A, Eagle County School District subdivision preliminary plat until the January 14th meeting.
May I have a second?
I'll second.
Motion by Jeff, second by Eric. May I have a roll call vote, please?
Jeff, aye.
Lynn, aye.
Michael, I.
Eric, aye.
Daryl, aye.
Thank you, Tom.
Thank you very much. We look forward to seeing you in a month.
See you in January. Merry Christmas, Happy New
Merry
Year.
Christmas to you as well. Bye-bye.
Next, discussion and direction items.
We don't have any.
We don't have any staff reports.
Real briefly, I'd like to give an update. At the last meeting, I told y'all that I'd have Minturn forward stuff for you in the packet for you to review over the next month. We didn't get that done. However, we are continuing to work on that this week and likely into next week. With the continuance of the Molloy Park hearing to January 14th, it's unlikely we'll be able to discuss Minturn forward at that meeting. So while we will still endeavor to get this next article to you in the next couple of weeks, we won't likely be talking about it until the end of January. So you'll still have roughly the same amount of time to review it as you would have if I'd gotten it to you in the packet out on Friday. At the last meeting, oh, sorry.
We did get a draft of the development standards from Matt before he left for Africa. And we've gone through that, provided comments back to him. Hopefully he can communicate back and forth if he can take some breaks from what he's doing there. So, like Madison said, we'll try to get that to you as soon as possible, so you do have time to review it.
And then at the last meeting, Lynn, you had asked about the manager's staff report. I apologize. I didn't realize that he just gave a verbal update at their council meeting. So that's why that also wasn't included in the packet. There wasn't a physical version to include. So.
Mary, when you give us that, well, not the report, but that, will you be printing that out? Cause I know like Mike and I, we get a printout rather than on.
Oh, the new article? I certainly can. I would obviously email it out so you'd know when to come pick it up. It'd be ready soon after that.
Any additional comments, anybody?
I just wanted, I don't know about any of y'all, but I got a few phone calls today from some townsfolk not so happy about what they read in the paper about the Hopkins parcel. And asking me some questions about if there was something that we did as a planning board. And my recollection is we never zoned anything for the parcel. And when they came through, it's kind of in a holding zone. There's no zoning on it, the way I understand it. Is that correct?
Correct.
Okay. So what I told them was true. There is no zoning. Okay, great.
And we conducted a public process. We received public input, and it has. I haven't been involved in that for several months, so. Pretty much at the council level and with Rob.
Yeah, it seems like it's very much at the council level, and that's also what I conveyed was that the planning board didn't have anything to do with any zoning, and there is no zoning, and everything that's happening with that is at the council level.
Accurate.
I have also spoken. I ran into the mayor on my walk today, and I suggested or asked him where these articles get information from. And he said probably from live stream, that it's not like they contact the town to get the information. Because I think a lot more could have been said in here to clarify this a bit from what I am familiar with. And I suggested that perhaps that should somehow be passed on to the Vale Bailey, that this is only part of the situation from what I understand. And I think it needs to be clarified a bit better so that the public doesn't get so worked up. Because I think there's still talk about conservatorship, just in a different manner. And I think that's important. So I did pass that on to him just because people wanted to treat me and
What I also said to some of these citizens was that my understanding is that this ship hasn't sailed anywhere yet.
Yeah.
It's still docked in the harbor. There's a long way to go before.
But I know, yeah, I think people felt they came in and spoke their piece and then this came out and they.
Yeah, that's exactly how they felt.
Yeah, and I personally am concerned because, the planning department was heavily involved in public outreach, and it was very orchestrated and very intentional, and I don't want that to come back on the planning commission or the planning department that we've somehow not listened to the public or whatever.
No, I don't want to be part of that.
No, I think there was actually even some reason in the last 30 to 60 day council meetings where there was some council members that actually said, I think this should go back and there should be a little more public input. It was kind of like, thank you very much, but no. Seemingly that's how the council voted, so. Aye.
Glad the council has that one. And, I appreciate you telling me to shut up earlier because you answer questions, but I'd rather sit on mine anyway. Yeah, the time and the place, it wasn't the time or the place, but it was confusing because it says questions, but thank you for shutting me up before I asked mine.
My suggestion is tell everybody to come show up for the council meetings. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Eric, do you have anything?
I have nothing.
And since we're on that subject, this morning I was listening to, is it NPR in the morning?
Mhm.
And they were talking about this book. And from what I understood, it's a woman out of Boulder, Colorado. And her name is Hillary Rosner, and it is called Rome: Wild Animals and the Race to Repair Our Fractured World. And it's all about places around the world where the animals' migration corridors are being destroyed and how we're going to lose them. And since I happen to be going to the bookworm to get a Christmas gift for someone, I bought it. And it's really well, I mean, it's a beautiful book, it's got pictures, but it's not just about here in Colorado, it's about elephants and Africa, and, you know, all around the world. And I think it's something that we need to become more and more aware of, because that's what part of what we're dealing with up there. So I just wanted to mention it in case anybody else wanted to read it or look at it. Anybody else?
Would go along that, used to be behind our place, Jeff's place and our place. There used to be 20 or 30 elk back there. None, there's none in the last 2 years. The
Last-
migration has changed.
Last spring,
It's highway fences with the turn.
last spring or fall, my neighbor called me and said, look up under Lion's Head. And I rolled up my front hall window, got a chair, took my binoculars out, and I counted 32. And they were going that way, and then a dog ran up, and you could see the dog. And they turned around and started running back. And that's something that people gotta realize, just because the railroad tracks are open for public walking, you've got to put your dogs on leashes. for
That's
that.
why I stopped running with my dog up Chigawam because she started chasing deer.
And the other place there used to be a lot is coming into town, those bosses, as you're between the hills, there used to always be herds of them over there, and they're not there at all.
No.
But, okay, that was my little input, other than saying, I wish you all a very Merry Christmas and Happy New Year, and thank you for all the hard work this year, and it's only gonna go on, so be prepared.
Yeah, get some rest over the holidays. Oh, yeah.
We have, future meetings, December 24th is canceled.
Mhm.
And January 14th will then be the subdivision on Morley Park.
Yep.
With that, and do you two have anything else to say?
Just echo your sentiments. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Thank you very much. You've had a very active year. You guys have put in a ton of work. I don't know if I can say that enough. Thank you, Lynn, for pushing for a pay raise for these folks. You guys earned a bit of it, so. And Michael, don't ever feel like I'm trying to shut you up.
No, I appreciated it, actually. I wasn't saying it in a negative way. I appreciated you speaking up because obviously I was confused with questions and I basically, you know, I'm sure it'll grow, but basically I only have two.
Okay.
And I look forward to asking that when the proper time comes.
Very well.
So, no, that was, I'm good with that. And I did appreciate it, so.
I think,
Otherwise, I would have spoken, given them too much time to think.
I feel that we have a very strong board. And I think that's very important at this point in time. We need you guys to really get in there, read those packets and come out with any questions you have. Whether they're liked or disliked, it's just needs to be said because there's a lot of changes going on. Not only with our code, but with our development and with the size of this town and with our water. And I would rather have people saying things than just sitting there and letting things pass by.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I think we're all pretty good at saying things.
Okay, may I have a motion to adjourn the meeting?
I'll make a motion to adjourn tonight's meeting.
I second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Well, that is the fastest.
Under 20.
Under 20.
Yeah.
Hey, Madison.